Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Jason. I'm playing here today. We're back with another video. We're gonna be reacting to how BruceDropEmOff became the most hated streamer. There's a lot of stuff going on. I used to watch Bruce a lot, and then he went to Kick, and I wasn't willing to download Kick or make an account. So, and now he's back on Twitch. But when you get older, you start to realize shit. Like some of these streamers and YouTubers be tweaking. Some of them just be going through certain stuff, and then you just be like, damn. And it's like they'll apologize, they'll do this, they'll do that, and then you be like, okay, cool, you apologize, and you start watching it again, and then they'll mess up. And they say an apology without change is manipulation. So, you know, that was the same shit I used to do watching Pretty Boy Fredo. He would make all these videos, whether it was fake or not, and then he would do something crazy, apologize for it, and I'd be like, okay, cool. And then I'll go back to watch him, and then he'd do something else crazy, and then he apologize for it. I'd be like, cool. And it's like, it's just a repeated cycle. And it's almost like BruceDropEmOff is on that same type of train right now, where it's just like, where is he going? Let's get into the video.
So over the years, BruceDropEmOff has become one of the biggest streamers in the world, and over the years, thousands of people have grown to love him, and at one point, he was many people's favorite streamer. But within the past 2 years, it seems like all of that love that BruceDropEmOff was once receiving is now turning into a form of hate. But why?
Yeah, I heard he said he on perks and stuff now, so I don't know how big of a role that played, because I don't know much about perks, because I don't do drugs. Say no to drugs, kids. I heard he's on that.
Exactly does BruceDropEmOff manage?
And Aiden Ross is on lean and a bunch of other stuff, so it's just like, what's going on?
Don't forget to
he look like me.
Subscribe button to join the Trap House with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now, with all of that being said, let's get into how BruceDropEmOff became the most hated streamer on the internet. Okay, so if you've been watching Bruce at all over the years, then you know that him speaking his mind is nothing new to BruceDropEmOff at all.
I think
BruceDropEmOff's rise to becoming one of the biggest streamers literally all started about 8 years ago when he was in his room just roasting other big streamers within the community.
I don't with you, bro. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't with you, nigga. So wait, stop DMing me asking me for a feature, bro. I don't fuck with you, bro.
And over time, BruceDropEmOff began getting a name within the 2K community, and this led to him expanding more and more, and then eventually making his way over to the quote-unquote poggers community. And honestly, he was one of the first streamers that I give credit to for really merging like the quote-unquote
I heard they just broke up too
community with the poggers community.
And they was in the relationship for like what, 5 years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
But Bruce was definitely like one of the first streamers I feel like that was a heavy part of both.
And he was part of OTK. Damn.
Both of these communities. Of course, it came to a
like even his style changed, like his aura,
became one of the
like just the energy he carries himself with is completely different.
A core fan base that goes by the name of DEO, and with the connection,
like I feel like the difference now and then is like he used to be more like way more careless, to where it's like he'll speak his mind, but it was like 99% like jokes, like nonchalant, could care less. Nowadays it's more like evil.
He made by being tapped in with the poggers community.
Evil
this
as
all
hell.
led to him joining an organization which is very popular within the poggers community that goes by the name of OTK. But I would say joining OTK would be one of the many mistakes that Bruce has made throughout his career. Because I feel like this is when Bruce's career would like slowly start going downhill. So shortly after joining OTK, some drama
I wouldn't say downhill
with a few other members that involved him getting his
because it wasn't really
very serious.
It didn't have nothing to do with him. So I wouldn't even say this
ultimately led to BruceDropEmOff leaving the entire organization. And when he left OTK, he would start beefing with one of the other members of OTK.
Mr. Miskiff himself.
Miskiff.
I thought he was one of the founders.
Miskiff, he's a very big Twitch streamer within the poggers community. He was also
his face just looked animated, like
and this would lead to
that cat
completely falling out with Miskiff.
That look like a Pop-Tart.
Miskiff, stop texting my phone. You are blocked. Don't ever come at me like that ever a day in your fucking life. I did way more for you than I was even supposed to. You supposed to be sending good energy, nigga. I should have left when your bitch ass got exposed. It's just weird energy because I left.
So that was like the first minor wave of hate that Bruce would receive.
I think it's went downhill since like slightly before
they talking about like all the drama Bruce
him falling off with Kai and Bruce.
Most of you probably know, while Bruce was streaming on Twitch, he also became very close friends with Your Rage, and he will also eventually become very good friends with another streamer by the name of Kai. And these three streamers, when they were friends, they was probably like the biggest trio on Twitch. They always did collabs. In fact, they had a very popular like title for their collab, which was Boys Night. And
Yes,
that would
sir.
even grow into something a little more bigger than that. And they would even start like their own mini group titled DYK. And it really did start to seem like this trio was going to become one of the biggest streaming groups that there was. Like they even planned to release merch at one point, although I don't ever think it ended up dropping. And sadly, this whole DYK thing would eventually all be very short-lived, because as time passed, it seemed like Bruce started drifting away a little bit from Casanat and Your Rage. For a period of times, fans wanted to know where the DYK
was it ego, pride?
Why weren't we getting any more boys' night streams? What was going on with the three? Were they still friends? And no one would really know.
I used to think that Your Rage wouldn't do good at streaming when he did face reveal. Because I kind of felt like the reason why he was getting a lot of viewers, well, not the reason why, but I felt like people was holding on to him even stronger because they didn't know they knew what he looked like, but they was waiting for that face cam. I felt like once the fans got the face cam, they would be like, okay, I got the face cam, what's next? And then I thought they was gonna leave, but shoot, that nigga went crazy after the face cam, and I was like, I mean, it makes sense, especially if you're an entertaining content creator.
The whole DYK thing all the way up until October 12th.
But I wasn't even trying to be on no hating shit. I was just thinking like the people that was just there. Because of course a couple people was there just for the face.
One of his moderators at the time.
And once he did it, I'm like, some of them might leave.
And the messages that
who knows? They probably did.
These messages consisted of BruceDropEmOff just talking bad about his current friends at the time, Your Rage and Casanat.
Current friends, meaning they're not friends no more.
And Speed. And he was even talking about Lil Yachty, who was also one of his good friends at the time as well. And honestly, most of these messages really
don't even look the same. Bruce
feeling like these streamers were still
like him. How he looked in that last clip?
Screenshots was
he looked like
Your Rage about a
healthy
trip to Japan. But Your Rage
like he was like what 22, 21 years old.
And shortly after,
now he looked like he's 28.
About going to Japan. Kai and Speed
like them perks or something got his mental age and his body fast.
Rumble.
3, 2, 1. We are going to Japan!
And the dates that they just so happened to go to Japan was also the time that BruceDropEmOff was planning to go to Japan with Your Rage. So this would lead to Bruce basically saying that he felt like Rage was the one that told Kai about it, and they ultimately stole his idea. And he will also feel away because he started playing CSGO on stream, like doing case openings and things like that.
There's really people like this out there.
Follow up by playing CSGO. It's really just a lot that went on with that entire situation. But like that whole thing is relatively old now. But this would basically
this nigga look like Dr. Umar.
Friendship with Your Rage and Casanat.
You need to go to therapy if that's how you feeling, bro. You need to do that, bro. Because I don't respect it at all, bro. And I don't want to be your friend no more. I don't want to do shit with you no more. I don't want to be associated with you no more because it is too dangerous to have a nigga like that in my circle.
Goddamn, way too dangerous for anybody's circle.
Like I really believe the reason
unless you a cult or
now
something
is because of that one situation. Even though Casanat and Your Rage has both moved past it now, like they don't really mention Bruce at all anymore. And to make matters even worse, he had recently joined Kick during this time, so that's around the time he started becoming like more edgy and saying like a lot of crazy things on stream.
Because he had the opportunity.
In these messages, he also said something about Aiden Ross, who he was also very good friends with at the time as well. They was doing a lot of content together because they were both on Kick. It seemed like they were really good friends, at least on camera. So this would lead to him getting even more hate from Aiden's community. And you know, once them AR loyals hate you,
Aiden Ross community, I heard it's crazy.
Start doing everything they can to make your life like terrible, bro. So with all of this hate that Bruce started receiving while he was on Kick, this would all end up leading to his viewership dropping massively. Now, people could have their own reasons as to why they think his viewership dropped. You can say it's because of the hate. You can say it's because he's on Kick.
I forgot he's doing a TikTok in that clip. I was about to say
his narrative that he quote unquote fell off. But his Kick contract would eventually come to an end, and he switched back to Twitch. His numbers would end up skyrocketing once again, and he will also manage to gain over 13,000.
I heard he just posted on Twitter saying I'll be back. Which he does every couple months, I guess people say. I don't really know.
Or whatever the case may be.
I haven't really been
tuning in no more. That wasn't the case when he first came back, but he would end up getting it even more drama. Of course, it's Bruce. Of course, he ends up in drama. He's going to crash out, whatever the case may be, right? So when he originally came back to Twitch, he was talking
in my eyes,
him
and Fredo in the same boat. Damn,
he would once again say some negative things about Aiden Ross and his entire group, like SSB, as well as getting into like a little minor beef.
Because both of them used to be like heavily supported.
BruceDropEmOff would manage to stay drama free for about 2 weeks, which ended up being like a record for him at this stage.
He he
But
blushing.
He would end up going on his burner account and saying like a lot of like slurs and whatnot. And this would lead to his burner getting banned on Twitch, which also meant that he couldn't stream on his main account because it would be like a ban evasion, which would result in him getting permanently banned. So he would end up taking like another 2 to 3 week break away from streaming. So he would use this time to go on vacation in Japan while he was banned. And once he managed to get unbanned, he would make his return to streaming, and he managed to stay drama free for about 3 days.
3 days.
Until July 8th, where he would get in a lot more drama and receive a lot more heat. Because around this time,
72
this
hours?
is where the whole
Oh,
Sketch
damn.
situation happened, where Sketch had got massively exposed.
What's up,
online
brothers?
About like things he used to do in his past life.
I'm glad. Hey, when people say stay away from Twitter, I stayed far away from Twitter for that whole week or two.
Like a lot of jokes about the situation.
I stayed far away from Twitter
just give his
because I don't want to see nothing crazy.
Sketch situation.
It's not.
It's in my ass, brother. Slide it in. Take it out. Pineapples. Oh my God, Sketch. Yes, you came out the closet. Yes. That fat white ass. Like everybody that with that nigga literally wants to him, bro. I know y'all.
If you know BruceDropEmOff, you know that
I don't
that's
really
what
see
he
it. That's
made his career
crazy.
off of trolling, making
That's
jokes,
crazy.
getting people upset. That's what he does. That's always been Bruce. Like his core community knows that he's not really meant to be taken like as serious as people are taking him. But of course, this would end up upsetting a lot of people. Like people were wishing death on him. People were wishing that he got banned again. Like people were literally just wishing the absolute worst for Bruce because of the things that he was going live and saying about Sketch, as well as like all the things he done in the past.
It's cool to state your opinion, but like
sending me death threats, I had to go buy 13 new guns.
13.
What's wrong with y'all?
And after receiving all the hate for that, he would once again take another
13.
And this time he would be.
Who's your supplier? The Russian dude?
But he would be active on his Twitter account, like promoting like his artists and all of that with his ball hall.
He look just like Bruce.
But this time his time away from streaming
is that his doppelganger?
Because he's also going through some drama in his personal life involving like a breakup.
I was gonna do a video like that, so I came and
like that we're not even going to get into because it's none of our business. I'm really just here to talk about like the actual content side of things.
Doing makeup on a girl.
He would return to streaming just a few hours ago on July 28th, and this stream was literally just meant to be like a little
girl doing the makeup on Pee-wee,
explaining to his viewers what was going on with his personal life. TV. But while he was streaming, another streamer who's a member of the new FaZe clan who goes by the name of Lacey was also streaming, and people was coming into Bruce's chat basically saying like, yo, Lacey's talking about you, he's talking crazy. And this would lead to Bruce basically saying he doesn't care about Lacey, he doesn't care about FaZe or anything like that.
Nigga, you think I give a f if Lacey is live? Nigga, that fat white ass nigga. You think I give a f? Nigga, FaZe.
And after saying that on stream, he would receive some messages from FaZe Banks, and then FaZe Banks would end up calling him, and he would end up saying some pretty crazy things to Bruce.
What?
Yo, just know I'm smacking the shit.
What? Okay. Oh.
And fucking your bitch.
For real?
But I'm gonna take one. Watch. I'm gonna make an example out of you. We
bro,
both know that.
Bruce is you just look crazy, bro.
Become more serious with Bruce saying
he needs some rehab,
blah blah blah,
or
all
something.
All
I don't know.
And just a lot of trolling. That
again, I don't know what perks do.
Too. And FaZe Banks would end up making a post on Twitter tagging Bruce's girlfriend, and even
Dana,
end up
that's her
posting
name.
like the current weather in the city of Atlanta, which is where Bruce and his girlfriend are from. Basically hinting at like he was going to pull up or come to Atlanta or whatever he wanted people to get from that message. And Bruce would just continue trolling the entire FaZe clan while on stream. And he would eventually end up leaking more of the messages that FaZe Banks sent him. And then he would just completely end his stream. He announced that he was going to be taking a very long break away from streaming this time because he has other things he wants to focus on and let them things grow. And he would really just say that being on the internet hasn't really been as fun as it used to because of all of the hate that he was receiving. So he wanted to focus more on other businesses and other real life things that's going on because he gets actual love in real life. So why would he be on the internet just getting a lot of hate? So we don't necessarily know when the next time we're going to see BruceDropEmOff. He said it could be 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even longer than that. Who knows? But what we do know is that Bruce received a lot of hate on the internet over the past few years. You can say,
Bruce
yeah, most
cool
of this
dude,
is deserved, or that he brung it on himself. But the truth really is, most of the hate that he receives just stems from like other members of other communities disliking him because of what he said about their favorite streamer. I personally think that Bruce is one of the best streamers to ever touch Twitch. Yeah, of course, I don't agree with the things he says or the things he does, but if I want a streamer that I know is going to entertain me and make me laugh, bro, I'm watching BruceDropEmOff. It's not really many other debates. I'm not going to stop watching.
I used to binge watch Bruce videos
or whatever
on his YouTube channel, the VR chats, the Call of Duty trolling.
Y'all know that the only opinion I really care
I
about.
haven't had
is
time
y'all's
to be
opinion,
watching,
so let
like,
me know
binge
down below in
watching
the
YouTube
comments,
like
what do you
that at
guys
all.
think about this entire situation? Do you still watch Bruce Drop 'Em Off, or have you stopped watching him? And if you did stop watching him, what was the reason why? Or if you've never watched him at all, just comment below and just tell me what you think of the video. And while you're at it, if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
When was the last time I watched the Bruce Drop 'Em Off video?
We're at thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, be sure to give me a thumbs
Yeah,
down.
that
Any
nigga private
feedback is
all
good
his
feedback to me.
videos. He said, why you think, what was this question? Like something about why'd you stop watching them? There's just a lot of negativity. I kind of try to avoid negativity as much as possible. It's almost like the ocean, you know what I'm saying? When a wave goes out, another wave is gonna come in eventually. You know what I'm saying? A wave ain't gonna just go out and never come back in. A wave is always gonna come back in, right? And I felt like, personally, if you put positive energy out, it's gonna go out like a wave, it's gonna come back in, and hopefully that positivity you put out is gonna bring you more positivity. And Bruce, sometimes it's a little negative, sometimes it's trolling, but guess what? You pull out that negativity or that trolling, you're gonna get that right back, and then he's just gonna feed more into that, because again, some people like that stuff, some people thrive under it, and based off of Bando's statements, his career and his Twitch is built off of trolling people, which is nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Bruce since goddamn 2015, 16 when he was cool with Wire and DJ and they was playing basketball IRL and shit. He had to wear a dress because he lost. I mean, what y'all think in the comments on how y'all feel about my guy Bruce? I'm saying, again, he's still a good guy, Bruce. Sometimes you just need to take a break and take a step back and understand what the hell is going on. That's just really how it be. But again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all for watching this video. If you made it all the way to the end, let's hit 10 likes on this video. Peace and love to y'all.